Now, how do you feel about, because the draw's going to come out, and we're going to have 2-3 heats, whatever it ends up being. Last year there was 2 heats, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's not that full. Okay, well, we only have 2 or 3 horses, because there's going to be 8 or 9 horses that can all win the thing.
Correct.
Especially this year.
I agree.
Last year I felt there was probably 5, that could win it. This year there's probably a little bit more.
I agree. It's still really open.
And since there's going to be 2-3 races, you can't picture like, oh, okay, well, we have to win the. Do you let the draw, like when the draw comes out, how do you feel generally about when that comes out?
Yeah, I mean, I wait. I look on the computer like everybody else. I don't call the race office. I don't call everybody and who's doing what.
I know trainers that do that that are calling the office
whether
every 3
you know
seconds.
at 11 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So there's no reason to get myself all anxious or eager about the situation. So,
now, here's another thing. Is this Andy's job, and maybe some drivers do, some drivers don't. And some drivers don't have to because they just know racing against the horses. Like you take Wallner, you take International Money, you take all these horses. Are you trying to find holes in their game where, okay, if we put this horse in this situation, that's not going to be good for him? Some horses are not good on the lead. Some horses are good from following. Some horses are not good first over. Some horses leave the gate well.
All those things. And you know what? I got my taste of that when Andy was on the sidelines when he got hurt and was out for the summer racing. I had catch drivers, and I was really, really impressed with about 4 of the 5 of the gentlemen that were helping, catch drive while Andy was recovering. How well they knew my horse and the race.
Sure.
Because that was the first time that I was really in the forefront of, hey, I think if we get this type of trip,
sure,
we'll be better.
Yep.
The problem is, like you're saying, if there's 10 horses in the race, 3 people might want that same trip.
Sure.
And then it comes down to how handy the horse is and how aggressive or passive your driver has to be in that moment.
Do you feel like that you have to kind of put some of your top horses in uncomfortable spots to see how they will deal with it?
Well, you never want them in an uncomfortable spot, but when that situation arises, you hope they can overcome it.
Sure.
And a good example is, obviously Andy didn't want to be first up with Devious Man in that elimination. You're the favorite. You had to pull.
Sure.
I think we had to be top 3, if I was correct.
Yeah, top 3.
You know what? I want to be out there and trying and die. I don't want to be sitting 6 on the rail and never get a chance.
Yep.
So that's where their instinct and their aggressiveness of a driver comes into play.
Okay, so now a couple more things we want to talk. TJ, you want to come in here? Come here. TJ's, come here. We're gonna talk. Go around to the other side. Come in here. We got TJ. He's 19. Come over here. Stand right in the middle there. So he's just like. Do I get the feeling that you're the outspoken one of the family? Because Andy's very quiet, TJ's very quiet, or is the whole family just kind of a very very modest, quiet family?
I think we're more of a modest, quiet family, and I would be the most outspoken one of the 4 of us.
Okay, right. 4, and you have your daughter Olivia, right?
Yep, Olivia. She's 17.
She's 17. So we got a horse family. You're totally okay with letting both TJ and Olivia follow in Andy and Mom's footsteps?
Well, sure. It's their life and their goals and what they want to accomplish, and I'm really happy and thankful that they appreciate the sport. They enjoy helping us in the mornings, and I think it's important for them to know what their parents do every day.
All right, who's harder on you, Mom or Dad?
They both help me out with a lot in driving and working every day at the barn and every day.
So do you when you're driving, do you go to Andy or do you go to Mom? Because Mom can drive too.
No, yeah,
she
definitely hold her own.
I would not worry about if Julie had to drive in any of these races.
No,
so,
but definitely, my mom certainly helps me out a lot. But I think my dad usually is the one that primarily gives me advice or tells me how things should go or how things can go.
So is that how it works? Where you kind of have gravitated more towards Olivia and guiding her, and then Andy took TJ under his wing?
I think a little bit of an inside scoop when TJ qualified here at Gateway. I told him when the sheet came out, we were in the office together, and he was looking at it. When you see your name down, it's a whole different complexity of what's going to happen. And I remember telling him that you're going to have a lot of opinions, and a lot of people are going to give you advice. And who's the one person you need to listen to, and who'd I say?
Dad.
Yeah. Now, a real quick thing. You got lucky because your first race was on a mile track. Okay. My first qualifier was at Monticello, and I was so nervous and scared that I forgot how many times we went around. And we went around twice, and I was sitting 3 or 4 hole, and I never moved because I thought we were going around again. And then my grandfather was yelling at me, "Why didn't you pull?" And I remember pulling up the backstretch and tapping, and the guys were looking at me like, "Where's he going?"
Oh, no.
And the race is over. So at least you had the get the first one out of it. I was fine after that. I was just, okay, right, we go twice around. So at least you didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Has Dad or Mom kind of like stuck a wheel under you or put you in maybe some difficult spots to see how you'd react to them? Maybe Dad cuts you off in a race, or Mom, backs up in your face. Well, like, has that happened or no?
Nothing purposely, just whatever happens when we're training out here and on the mile, or if I go with not the perfect horse, or horse that has some issues by himself. Or
who's more competitive, Mom or Dad?
Well,
or your sister, or you? Like the family of 4, who's the most competitive here?
I definitely would say she keeps a governor on me and my dad most of the time. We tend to get a little.
So you're just okay if like how does a game Monopoly end? Does it end with playing an hour, and then who's the one that swipes the pieces off? Screw this, I'm done with this. Flips the board. Who's that? Is that Andy?
That would be me at Monopoly. But that would be when we train horses. Sometimes they get to racing a little bit too much, and I think I'm the mom out there again when you ask me those questions.
Guys, slow down! Stop it!
Yes,
We're just training.
All those things can be said by me. Yes.
Now, what about Olivia? So TJ's got a 2-year head start on Olivia.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a driver. You're gonna be a top driver.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Finish school.
No, that's it. Just top driver. Olivia, is she driving? Does she? What's her?
Yeah, she.
Where is she? Is she here? No.
Well, actually, she is a lifeguard this summer at the YMCA. So on her off days, she comes and helps jog the last couple of years, and this is the first year that she started training.
Okay.
She helped gate school some of the babies. She enjoys it quite a bit. Again, like as much as she wants to be in it, it's great, and so far so good. And
so you really let her figure out what she wants to do.
Exactly. She rode a lot, did a lot of riding horses. She already had a lot of horsemanship background. So it's carried
fairly
over.
and working with HHYF kids, some come from a riding background and they jump on. It's like they just need to learn the actual technical, but they're not scared.
Exactly.
They just jump right on.
Right.
No problem.
And like I say, when you grow up with it, you definitely have an advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Because you just have the daily experiences.
Sure. So I think that's it. Now, one last question. You guys have you raced in a race with Andy? I'm sure you have, right?
In fact, our first time I met Andy, we were in a race together.
Okay, had you met him before?
We hadn't even been on a date yet.
Okay, so let's now who after the race, what was he the guy that you're like, okay, all right, I see you, I got my eyes on you. Did you want to make a statement in the race, like I'm gonna park him out, I'm gonna show him that?
Well, actually, it was the opposite. Like I said, as you know, Andy's quiet demeanor.
Okay.
He waited till we were post-braiding to actually talk to me.
So that's when he made the move.
Yes,
okay.
and I'm thinking he's trying to get in my head then there, right?
Okay.
So,
you thought no, this is strictly competitive.
Yeah, we're racing. You have time for all
hey,
that
babe,
stuff.
let me get your phone number.
But actually, I got away in the 2-hole, and it was a county fair race, and then we went to a quarter and 35-1, and I pulled on him, and he parked me the whole mile.
Parked you.
But I got second in the race, and he finished 4th.
Okay,
so I like to remind people of that.
So did you strut up to him and be like, yeah, you shouldn't have parked me?
I didn't say a word.
You didn't say a word? So how long after that did he come back to you and be like, nice job, babe?
No, nice job, babe. I think the next statement was, maybe I'll see you around.
Oh, okay. That was his big move. Write that down in your notebook.
Yeah.
Have you drove in a qualifier with your dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first one was with my dad.
Are you gonna like when you get? Are you gonna wait to park him out in a real race? Be like, you know what? There we like, or is there? Does he play the dad card? Be like, you live in my house. I made you.
He definitely he'll give me a lot of advice, but he'll also understand things that happen during the race and those millisecond decisions that you have to make when you're actually out there doing it instead of
And
just...
you can't hold. I mean, Andy's driven against Irv and you know the whole and Marcus and stuff like that. So you can't. It's like business is business, and we're all good. I mean, you guys, everybody's good at this thing, so
Yeah, for sure.
you can't let one race really go crazy, right?
Nope. When the gate folds, you're all one for one.
All one for all. So, all right. So again, Julie and TJ, Andy's not here, Olivia's not here, but I think we got the interview everybody wanted to see. You know, we're so tired of Andy and all that. We want to see more of Julie and the next generation. So that's the game plan, right?
Yep. Whatever he chooses after college, we'll be 100% behind him.
All right. So Team Miller, Julie, and TJ, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.